Hello, Hamish here. Wanted to talk to you today about house prices and house kind of sales volumes in Auckland, and a little bit about what you see in the media in terms of stats and things and how to read them. Because obviously, a lot of the stuff we see usually is delayed, right, a little bit. So, for example, REINZ stats out just lately will show you basically the settlements which took place, or the median house price data, which is based on the settlements that took place April and May. Now, obviously for a lot of people, we know that that stuff is not so interesting. It's kind of giving us the information for things that happened probably around COVID, right? Or even before COVID, because if you're in the housing market, you might know that, look, you get your approval today, you go and find a house within a month maybe, and then that house might not settle for another month. So it's not going to come into these stats for quite a while. So if we read the stats, we know, okay, if we look at this, for example, the last 5 years in Auckland, yes, we know things were starting to move up from a pretty flat kind of market. It was in the last 6 months we were starting to see a lot of interest and things starting to move up a little bit. Now, what's happening now, though, it's very hard to know unless you're out in the auction houses, auction rooms, and out in open homes. We see things early. So as mortgage brokers and bankers, clients, obviously will come to us, try and get approved or kind of get an idea of their budget, and then go out shopping. However, there are some tools you can use. So, for example, this I just found today on the interest.co.nz website. You will find under their property tab, you will find the residential auction results. And if you skim through there, you will see right up to the minute sales. So, for example, here we've got one here, 31 Hall Avenue, sold by Lloyd Singh, just literally a few days ago, sold for 873, and the council valuation was 560. So this kind of tool can give you a feeling for what's happening in the market right now if you're not actually physically going out to the open homes. Now, I can tell you as a mortgage broker that, and many mortgage brokers right now, what we're seeing a lot of interest. Obviously, the low interest rates are driving that. A little bit of spare capacity or flexibility in terms of deposit rules are driving that, but we are definitely seeing a lot of interest right now. Now, some of that could be a bit of a backlog from people being stuck, and hey, I understand that there's a lot of talk about job losses and things coming on further on down the track. But a lot of the people that we're approving today, I mean, we are asking questions about this job security and stuff, and a lot of the people are actually feeling quite secure in their employment if they're going to be buying a house or if they're out coming to us for an approval. That's what we're finding. Now, what's driving this? Obviously, the low interest rates doesn't hurt. If you're borrowing, if you're borrowing somewhere $1 million, say $800 to $1 million, which, crazily enough, that's what Aucklanders do these days when they're looking even for their first home. You're looking at repayments of somewhere from $750 to $900 per week, right, at a 2.69% interest rate. Now, some may say, hey, those rates are unsustainable, they're too low, but I can tell you right now, we're fixing some of these rates. We can get you a 2.99 at the moment for like 5 years. Some banks are doing that. Hey, some portion of these debts can be set for a fairly low interest rate, and I think that's what is driving the confidence for a lot of people, and pushing people out to really look at what options they have and what they could do. So yeah, look, hopefully that has been a little bit helpful, and yeah, if you're out there looking for a home, keep interest.co.nz has a great tool there that you can have a look at, but have a think about, I have a lot of first home buyers especially talking to me about how do they ascertain what a price is, a lot of them trying to work out formulas in terms of CVs and things. Look, forget about all that. Your best data is basically what sold recently, right? That's really the kind of key kind of data to remember, and there are lots of tools out there where you can get that data. Real estate agents can also help with that. So yeah, thanks for listening.